Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56. Matt Gay set to kick off.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. On first down, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
40-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the...
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On first down, it's Jones, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Down by Drew Tranquill. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They get this out left, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Preston Smith on the tackle.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Packers 10, Chargers nothing.
I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like A1 popping in.
8 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 55 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Packers 17, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Tackled there by SpazzJr6's.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, it's Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Dart. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. That's complete right around the 8. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
To number 87.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time Rodgers will throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Packers are pouring it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Let's go! Let's go!
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On first down, it's Herbert. Man open is board. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's another Chargers.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 3rd down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. C.J. Board, 55 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Packers 34, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
34.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now down to 20.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that, so when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. It's Adams. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 3 at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory, and this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Board. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for C.J. Board there, but it's going to be second down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Play action. It's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And nearly be a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.